let's now get you some political news, and this is ongoing infighting that continues in the Punjab Congress here. This is, of course, with respect to the Chief Minister and Navjot Singh Sidhu. But Punjab MLA Navjot Singh Sidhu has managed to having met Priyanka Gandhi today at her residence in Delhi. Details of their meeting are still yet to be ascertained here, but this comes amidst the crisis that has continued within the Punjab Congress leaders. The Congress High Command had stepped in to resolve these differences, putting up a united front here with respect to keeping in mind upcoming 2022 state assembly elections. But this meeting that has now taken place between Sidhu and Priyanka Gandhi, that comes a day after Rahul Gandhi had denied any plans of having met the MLA. Let's get in more political voices. In fact, senior journalist and political analyst, Mr. Vinod Sharma, connected here with us. Many thanks for being with us. In your view, what really is the significance of this meeting or this importance that the Congress High Command and leadership continues to give the Punjab MLA Sidhu?
Well, first of all, in my personal reading, it was an issue that was best resolved behind closed doors. Now, making a public demonstration of this intervention by the central leadership, I don't think the leadership has helped the party's cause in the state. You see, the three-member committee which was formed, the chief minister has had 2 meetings with them, and thereafter some of their members went around giving sound bites to television channels saying that he has been given a list of about 18 to do things, and what he must be doing. Now, these 18 points must be the talking points for the opposition in the coming elections to show the government down. Similarly, I think that Sidhu, though he's a very useful person insofar as electioneering is concerned, spoke really out of turn and rather in a manner that was infra-dig to the chief minister when he called him a habituated liar. Now, that hasn't helped the patch-up efforts. So till now, the top leadership, neither Sonia Gandhi nor Rajiv Gandhi, have had a meeting with the chief minister, though they have met quite a number of ministers and MLAs and others. And for them to meet Sidhu ahead of the CM, Sidhu, the main person who raised the banner of revolt, though not everybody who is expressing his problems and grievances is with him, because even the worst detractors of Amarinder Singh say that he's their best bet for the elections. So I think the central leadership has messed it up. They could have resolved this matter better.
Mr. Vinod Sharma, do you think that this is a massive miscalculation? Are you saying that this is a massive miscalculation by the High Command here, looking away or perhaps looking beyond the electoral winnability that Captain Amarinder Singh carries vis-a-vis Sidhu?
Well, you see, the point is that that's a given. It's a no-brainer. But the sorry situation is that such a thing, such a realization is not appreciated, is not there on the part of the leadership, or at least they're not showing it. And I wonder whether this is helping anyone, including the party, that to have these long meetings and one after another. Not that here is a party with an absolute majority in the outgoing assembly and a near total unanimity that the best person to lead the party in the next election is Mr. Amarinder Singh. Now, if certain issues, certain promises made in the previous elections have not been fulfilled, this matter was eminently resolvable behind closed doors. In 2014, remember, in 2014, Amarinder Singh was not willing to enter the parliamentary fray. Sonia Gandhi made him one call and say that if you'll contest for Amritsar, it will help. And he accepted it without making any fuss about it. So he's a phone call away from the Congress president. And here is a man who has been with the Congress since the days of Rajiv Gandhi. So I wonder why this whole, what this whole hullabaloo is all about. I mean, you can make both of them sit and agree to a meeting ground, or meet them one after another and then make both of them sit together. All this has to be done behind closed doors.
And not have this public dispute or have this internal dispute out in the public domain. Yes, many thanks, Mr. Vinod Sharma, for that view.